Hi guys, welcome to Hope This Works. I'm Billie Jo. Thanks for joining me. Kevin's making me do, just kidding. Kevin got the camera and asked me to show you guys my project, one of my projects that I'm actually working on. I had done a little bit of research and finding out about how to feed my chickens and pig for less money, okay? So I have a process here. You take the oats, and if you water them, you soak them overnight. If you keep them moist, they will sprout. What happens there is nutrients grow. The things that are the oats are digestible to a point, but if you get the sprouts to come out before it becomes fodder, was something I learned about, it has the more nutrients and the chickens get more out of it. It also makes more feed. What eventually happens is it grows what looks like grass. It's sprouts. The chickens love it. Okay. What I don't feed the chickens from this, I'll feed to the pig. He'll love it too. When this happens, this also happens. Grows this sprouted root system. Yeah, there's a bed of roots under here. What I used was plant trays that we used last year in our little garden shelf, and had Kevin cut me some landscaping fabric to put it together in. So this is the end result. The first thing that you do is you get a cup of oats. It's dry oats. Use whatever amount you want. I was not particular. I didn't measure it. Okay. You soak them overnight, and then when the time comes, you strain it. And what I read about was way more particular. I don't measure much, so I didn't use distilled water. I didn't measure, like I said, but I'm going to strain some of the water that I soaked in just on this other batch here. Get them wet. They'll be alright, they're wet, okay? I'll often think about another way to use something. Kevin does it too. You see him do that all the time. If I can throw some water from here to there instead of just dumping it in gray water, I will do that. Just a habit I have. So you just take your soaked oats, put them in there. They're nice and wet. And we use a spray bottle to keep them moist. Not sopping wet. You don't want standing water. That's why I'm draining this one on a towel. And as you can see, these little tiny sprouts are coming out of these seeds. If you keep them at the right moisture level, they'll sprout, they'll grow like that. These are a slow start. These didn't come as fast as that one did. This one's still creating. This one, I've pulled this kind of mass out of this one, I think 3 times in like a week. Yeah, maybe a little bit longer than that, 10 days. Okay, that's a nice thick layer, but I don't have so much space to work in, so I'm trying to get as much out of my footprint as I can. But as I said, these are growing their little sprouts. I got these wet. I'm gonna let those drain on the towel, and then what I expect is within a couple of days, it sometimes happens overnight, your little landscape fabric will pop up and you got sprouts growing right there. So that one's good for today. I'm going to drain that out a little bit before I put it back on its shelf. And then what happens, like I said, is you get to this part, you get that mass, and just pluck it apart. Pull that apart. I'm going to feed a good portion of it to the chickens and throw the rest to the pig. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. I just wanted to share a little bit about my journey with sprouts and open up some communication, see what you're doing, see what you think about what I'm doing. Thanks for joining us on Hope This Works, and don't forget to click the like, the share, and the little bell. As always, hope this works. Hope this works.